Hey, Tanya.
What's going on, Flo? How are you today?
Am I muted? Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. How you
Okay,
doing
great.
today?
Oh, doing a whole lot better considering, the train wreck I seem like went through the last month, but we're here.
All
Just
right.
life happens. I'm doing fantastic. We're gonna
Happy
miss
New Year.
our partner Anthony. Yeah, this is the first time I saw you this year, right? Because I haven't
Yes.
been on the show yet. It sure has. I haven't been on the show yet. And I am in Massachusetts right now. I'll be leaving on the 22nd. Of course, we get this traveling in when we can while we still young. Had a birthday in between Thanksgiving, Christmas, my birthday, and I'm here in Massachusetts. And you looking fabulous, girl.
So are you? Thank you. Thank you. I just threw on the scarf. That's all today. But but so are you. How are the children and everything? How's the family?
Oh, they're doing good. Matter of fact, the little one, she did have COVID, but God pulled her through it. The infant, the little 11-month-old, but she's doing good. She's negative now and back being the happy baby she's always been. So I say God is good.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
God is good.
So, welcome everyone to Financial Sins, where we share information with you in reference to different topics on finances. So, we talk a little bit about credit, we talk a little bit about insurance, or I'll say a whole lot about insurance, and just some other topics that we think that would be beneficial to our community. So today, I am Tanya Scott Pilcher, and I am with Get Skills. And what we do is that we prepare people that want to take advantage of $1 trillion industry and prepare them for that first step, which is the exam. You know what else we're going to do, Flo? We're going to start doing cram for the exam. So for
Wow.
those people that may have failed the test or don't, they have already taken a class and afraid to go and take the test and just need a little more help, we are going to do a cram for the exam session so that people are actually ready and prepared and can pass that test on the very first attempt. So that's what we got new coming up in 2022. So what's been going on with you?
Hey, is that going to be online as well as in person, or how are you going to do that? It'd be
Right. It's going to probably be online because of what we're in right now. So We're going to be doing the classes. It's scheduled right now for February the 1st and the 2nd. So it's 2 days for 4 hours each day. So yeah,
Wow.
we're excited about it.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Wanted me to take the test all over again.
No, nobody wants to do that.
That's the truth. Well, everyone, this is Mad Flow. I'm not crazy. Mad Flow stands for making a difference for life in others. And that is what I do along with Tanya there. And if Anthony was here, he does the same thing. Making a difference in life of others. How do we do that? I am a financial educator, professional licensed agent with World Financial Group. Also, a division of World Financial Group is World System Builder. I've been in the business since 2013, and I love what we do because we're on a mission to financially educate 30 million families by 2030. And I notice I didn't say just 30 million people. We want families. We want people to, work this thing together, get financially educated together. And there are certain ways we're doing that. We do this by having workshops, and our workshops are held online. They're also held in person. Online, they're every day, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. and also 8 p.m. And this site the link that you can go to is called www.worldsystembuilder.com/WS hyphen US. And you can just register yourself, or you can contact me and I can register you for the class. Get in there and learn it, because this is how we're going to basically make sure that we reach that goal of 30 million families by 2030. That's a big number. And we only do big things in this company. Like Tanya said, this is $1 trillion industry. And we want you to be part of what we do. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have a good hour with you guys. We're just going to have a general conversation. This is ATR, All Things Relevant Media. We have every Friday, 1 p.m. If one of us not here, if three of us not here, at least one of us will be here. So we are so excited about today because we're going to cover a topic, because I'm at that age where I started, researching for myself to begin with. And the thing is, we don't need to wait until we get to a certain age and start researching. We need to be doing this thing. This should be financial education should be something that you should be doing every day. But
Right.
once you realize that, hey, you got to the age where boom, I can start collecting my Social Security benefits. You want to make decisions as to whether you want to start at 62, or you want to wait a little longer till the requirement age is, you can do it at 66 and 10 months, or you can wait a little longer. But we're going to share with you the benefits of waiting a little bit longer, and also the penalties if you start a little bit early. But anyway, it's your money. You work the many hours that you needed to work to get this money, and we're going to share with you a great information on Social Security. Um, and we're also going to give you the link that you can, do your own research. SSA.gov. SSA.gov. If you go there, you can find out all the information you need to find out. So we're
Oh,
just having a conversation about Social Security, and we probably throw a little bit of information in about Medicare as well. But Tanya, let me tell you what I found out about mine. Okay, so I'm going to pull up. You can't see mine, but I'm just going to pull up um, what my research has found on my retirement benefits. So I'm 63 now. If I
okay.
was to start my Social Security now at 63, so I could have started at 62. But you know what? It just slipped my mind. Didn't think about it. I guess because I was making money, didn't have to worry about it so much. And it slipped my mind that this could be another income. But at age 63, guess what? It tells me that I've earned enough credits to qualify for retirement benefits. Now, what does it take to qualify? To qualify for benefits, you have to earn credits, and you get credits through your work. You have to be employed up to 4 each year. Your full retirement age is 66. So you
Right.
have to make sure that you get those credits in. You have to work in order to get the credits. And how many years you actually have to work in order to get 40 credits is like 10 years
10
at
years.
least.
10
10 years.
years.
Okay. So if I was to start mine at 63, I would receive $1,750. Now, what if I wait till 64? I will receive $1,872. What if I wait to 65? $2,025. And the age at 66 and 10 months, I would get $2,308. So I've earned enough credits at about age 65 to also get my social Medicare as well. But we're going to focus on Social Security. So those are my monthly benefits. But also, listen to this. Also, what about disability? You know what? I don't qualify to
Well,
get disability.
wait,
I
wait,
was
wait.
not.
What before you go into that, let's go back for just a minute because the Social Security age changes
Mhm.
for some people based on when
Depend
you
on the year you were born.
right. So let's give them that because that's important. Some people can start at a certain age, and others of us have to wait until we are 67 to even qualify. So
Yeah, that's true.
so let's give them the ages or what years you had to be born in order to qualify for certain ages. So that information, do you have that in front of you?
Hold on, let me see if I got that information. Workers 61 through
Oh,
retirement is different for everyone.
mm-hmm.
So, depending on your full retirement age, depending on when you were born, your full retirement age could be from 66 to 67. Now, to find your exact full retirement age, you can visit this site, and I'm going to put it on the tinker in a minute, the tinker, www dot. Tanya, if you want to type this in, if you can, as I
I'll
say
do
it,
it.
it would be great.
Go ahead.
www dot
I'll do it.
ssa dot gov forward slash planners, planners forward slash retire forward slash retire chart dot html.
Okay.
So you got ssa.gov forward slash planners forward slash retire forward slash retire chart dot html.
Okay. I don't have all of that, but go ahead. Keep on talking.
I'll take a I'll take a copy and paste
Okay.
it on the thing in a minute. Okay, so now when you start affects how much you get. So everyone's decision about when to start receiving benefits is different. Say that your monthly benefit at a full retirement age of 66 and 10 months is $1,000. Starting retired benefits early at 62 or late at 70 can mean the difference between 750 and $1,320 a month. And there's a graph that they actually show on this page. So when you're on this page, and I want to let everyone know something. This is not something that like, oh, we went to school for this and we had to take these classes, whatever. This is common knowledge on this, on Google it. You can Google it, you can Bing it, you can do whatever. The information is out there. All you have to do is do the research. Okay. So we're not bringing you something that you like, God, we're just privy to this information. Everyone has it. But depending on when you retire, at what age, is also going to depend on the amount of money that you're going to receive. Now, these
Right.
are benefits going to last as long as you live. So you
Right.
might want to think a little bit. And I'm going to go back to what mine looks like, because if I wanted to retire
So
now, I get that 1750 for life.
so those of us that were born after 1960, we cannot even apply for full retirement until you're 67.
Wow.
So your full retirement age is 67 years old. So, and I wanted to bring that up definitely because, I had a huge high school class, and I know a lot of us born after 1960. So even when you get 62 years old, they're already telling you that's early retirement, early, you're getting your benefits early. So, in order to get full retirement, so what Flo is saying is that she'll be able to get her full retirement when she gets a certain age. Ours is not until you're 67. So it's moving, so they're even expecting to move full retirement to 70. And the reason that they're doing that is because people are living longer.
Living longer.
So, the other thing, like you were saying earlier, Flo, the reason that some people go ahead and take their retirement early is because, something might happen.
I'm
I
not
might
going
as well
to
get
live
my
that
money
long.
now. But our life expectancy is a lot longer. So they're looking at moving that money for full retirement up so that full retirement represents the number of 70. So those that are, a little behind us, that's a little younger than us, right now, we are looking at, for those people that's born after 1960, you're looking at full retirement. And when she says those, how much that money went up and up and up and up,
Mm-hmm.
and it changes. Our full retirement age is at 67. So it's going to be totally different from Flo, when her full retirement age. So now again, Flo, go back through. If you do your Social Security at 63, what your amount is.
Now at 63, I get 1750, $1,750.
Right. And
Now
then
my full retirement age is 66 and 10 months.
66 and 10 months. Okay.
Yep, and that's based on my date of birth.
Right.
That's the reason I was born in 59.
Okay. So just 1 year before the 1960s, they went from
Right.
65 to 66 in 10 months. And then those for 1960 and on, your full retirement age is at 67. So it's going to make a difference based on your income and what you were making those last, 2 to 4 years on your job.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're looking at, what are they looking at to see what kind of income you had coming in? Are they looking at your W-2s, or are they looking at your income taxes?
They're actually looking at the contribution from your employer into your Social Security and your contribution into your Social Security. Because believe it or not, your employer pays a certain amount of money into your Social Security, and you pay a certain amount of money into your Social Security. The
That's right.
longer you wait, that's how come it increases more because now you're putting more money into that bucket.
That's right. So for
And
those of
even,
us, go ahead.
yeah, one other thing, even if you're self-employed, there's a way that you can still contribute to your Social Security. All you have to do is pay your Social Security taxes on your own, and you do that quarterly. So if you're self-employed, you're entrepreneur, you can pay into your Social Security
Right.
yourself. All you have to do is contact the Social Security Administration, get the forms, and submit that paperwork with the payment every quarter. And that way you're increasing because I retired at age 48. From 48 to 62, that's what 15 years that my employer was not contributing to my Social Security. But maybe about 5 years, I did contribute to my Social Security myself. I just paid my Social Security taxes separately, and then I stopped. I should have kept going, but I stopped. You can do that. You can do
Yeah.
that as well.
So one of the strategies is that you find that job that is going to pay you well. And that's kind of what happens to us anyway, is that as we get older, our income increases. And when it increases, that makes sure that your Social Security is, is growing also, because you get on a fixed income, and that fixed income is going to make a difference to how you're going to live the rest of your life. So you
Mm-hmm.
want to definitely look at where I am today. So if you're on a job now and you're making about $65,000 a year, then what does that look like for you today if you had to retire or get disability? But if you had to retire, and then what that would look like when you are 60 and 65, how much money are you earning? What is your income later on? So if you can get your income up to anywhere between 100 to 170,000, your retirement funds, once you begin to pull those, and that's last 2 to 4 years, that will also increase your Social Security amount. So
Mm-hmm.
instead of you possibly getting, $1,500, you may get $3,000 because you have increased your income. So everybody is always working at, getting a better job, getting more money, and that kind of stuff. And the reason is, another reason is that you should be looking at, if I have to live on a fixed income, how much is that going to really look like when I get there? Okay. And so getting to the top of the income barriers, um, then that's where you need to be. You need to begin to look at the employment that you have now, how long, how much longer before retirement, whether it's 62, 65, 67, and what your income, or what you want your income to be, so that your Social Security will look nice for you. Because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people have worked all of their life and they don't have very much Social Security, nor did they put anything away in their 401ks or insurance policies. So this
Mm-hmm.
is all a part of what type of life are you going to have once you become 65, or once you become retired and 62, or begin pulling it.
All
So it's
right. And
real
also
important.
listen to this, here, Tanya, as well. Reading something else. More years of work may increase your future retirement benefits. So although you need 10 years of work or 40 credits to qualify for Social Security retirement benefits, we base the amount of your benefit on your highest 35 years of earnings. So if you do not have 35 years of earnings by the time you apply for benefits, your benefit amount would be lower than it would be if you worked 35 years. So years with no earnings count as zeros in the benefit calculation. So that's something to look at right there, okay? They're going to take your highest 35 years of earnings. So I worked since I was 16, from 16 to 48. So what are they going to calculate? What they're going to base mine on is my highest last 35 years of employment.
Right. And so again, we still want to get our incomes up. We want to work on getting our incomes way up. It's not always good. I won't say it's not always good to stay on those state jobs where they're not paying. It's not always good to stay with a nonprofit organization where you're not making the top money. Sometimes it
Mm-hmm.
is good to go to some of those corporations where they're going to pay you what you're worth, or become self-employed and make your money for what you're really worth. Okay, because that's the only way that we're going to actually be rich, is to definitely make some real money. I invested in properties, which I trust more than fluctuating investment market in 401k.
I do
Yes,
too.
I know that's right. That's definitely right. Terrell said that she invested in properties, which she trusts more than the fluctuating investments of the market and the 401k. And she's absolutely right. You know, this is solid. Making your money
Mm-hmm.
investment is definitely solid, because you don't know where you're going to be. And Medicare and Social Security just what they gave you some money. They Social Security went up, gave you a little bit of money, and then they went up on Medicare. So they took it right
Mhm.
back from by doing that. So did they really help? You know, did they? Or they take something away? So, you know, you can play the games with the government, or you can begin to invest on yourself,
Mhm.
invest in yourself.
So also realize that benefits last as long as you live. Benefits are also protected from inflation. So your benefit will be adjusted to keep up with inflation. That's a good thing. And you can learn about this, which is COLAs, at www.ssa.gov/COLA, COLA. Also realize that some benefits are taxed. So you may have to pay federal income tax on a portion of your Social Security benefits if you have other substantial income in addition to your benefits, such as wages, self employment, interest, dividends, and other taxable income that must be reported on your tax return. So you may choose to have federal income tax withheld from your Social Security benefit, and you can learn that. And I'm gonna put these. That's at the. I'm gonna put these links up here in a minute. What about working while getting benefits? Because you can work, but you're going to be somewhat penalized. So if you get retirement benefits but want to continue to work, you can. However, depending on how much you earn before full retirement age, we might temporarily withhold all or some of your benefit amount. When you reach full retirement age, we will recalculate your benefit amount to give you credit for the months we reduced or withheld benefits due to your excess earnings. So just realize if you retire, if you decide to take your benefits early before full retirement, if I take my benefits now at 63, I can work a certain number of hours. I can make a certain amount of money per year. But if I go over that percentage, they're going to penalize me by withholding some of my benefits back. So that's something to think about, consider when you decide whether you want to take your benefits early or if you want to wait until full retirement age. So those are some of the things you want to, consider when you're making that decision. And of course, all this information is at ssa.gov. And when you go there, create yourself an account so you can have access to all of your information from the Social Security Administration.
Absolutely.
ssa.gov. And just like I'm looking at all of my information, you can look at all of yours. They will show you all the years that you've worked, all the benefits you received. They'll break it down for you. If you want to start taking early, or if you decide you want to wait a little later, all of that is broken down for you.
Right, and it's right there on the website. It's not any place secret that you have to go. So
Mm-hmm.
um, you can go right to the website. You can type in your information in the comfort of your home. You can avoid the long lines at Social Security or the long
Mm-hmm.
wait. I don't know if it's a long line. It's a long wait usually at Social Security to get your information. So they have placed everything online for us, where we don't have to go into the building anymore and learn
Mm-hmm.
everything that you need to learn in reference to when should I take it. But a lot of people ask those questions all the time. Should I wait? Should I do this? Should I do that? And you got to look at your own income and base it on where you are at this moment and what you want to do with your life and how you want to live it. What we put up the link at the bottom that Flo was sharing with us, socialsecurity.gov benefits retirement.learn at HTML. So that is there also for you. And you're right, Pam Jones. We ought to have there ought to be a class. And I don't know how come, I want to say I don't know how come there aren't any, but there should be some classes out there that uh, you you should take on information like this. And
Well,
we
I
should.
can let you know right now that the
Oh,
workshops that I mentioned to you that our company, present every day, Part of it does encompass Social Security and also encompasses Medicare. So the key is this: the information is out there. All you have to do is research it. I'm pretty sure there are some business out there that's doing these classes. All you have to do is research and you'll be able to find it. So we can't basically, in my opinion, blame someone else for not having that knowledge and knowing the financial, because it's there. All we have to do is research it. But I also want to let you guys know something else. What about your spouse? You can get benefits as a spouse.
Yeah.
So if you are married, divorced, you have to be married for 10 years at least. And if you're divorced, but if you're married for 10 years, or you're divorced or widowed, you may be eligible for higher benefits on your spouse's record. When you apply for either retirement or spouse benefits, you may be required to apply for the other benefit as well. So I'm going to put this link up as well. So, if you're divorced, and you just think about it, you was married to your husband for 10 years, there's benefits out there you can get from Social Security Administration, while you're living and he's living. And it does not affect the amount of, it does not decreases your spouse's benefits.
All
Okay.
right.
So I'm going to put this link up so y'all can find more information on this one, on spousal
So what if a
information.
spouse remarried?
Um, I don't think it
I think
matters. I'm gonna look it up in a minute. Let me take a look it up in a minute. I'm gonna send you this link,
it
and if you can put this link up, but I'm gonna check that out right now. But if you put this one up, this is reference to the spouse. Apply for apply for other benefits right there. You can just put the link up. If you want to put the full thing up, you can. But let me get to the spousal information and see what it says about that.
So most times, you have all of these people that work what they call under the table, right? So working
Bad
under
thing.
the table is going to come and get you sometime or another in life. So
Yeah.
you have got to put the time in, or you're going to look at being no Social Security and no Medicare. So that means that you basically would have no income if you didn't work at least 10 years. So, like, I have a brother in law who has always just been a hard worker. He's a hard worker, definitely. But he's been self employed all of this time and he's not filed his taxes properly, right? Um, so, with him not doing that, when he gets 65, he's not going to be able, I don't know what this is. He's not going to be able to have any type of Medicare whatsoever, And do we look forward to Medicare? Well, it's the insurance that's for the rest of your life, so you might as well look for it. And Social Security is just that additional income for the rest of your life. But you know what can really affect our Social Security? Y'all really know? If
Not
people
working.
don't work. So if the young stop working, if the young stop working, like through COVID, a whole lot of people ain't working. They quit their jobs, they became self employed, and all this other change. It is immediately right now affecting our Social Security. Okay. So,
Mm-hmm.
because those taxes that come out, that money that comes out is paying for those people that are old now. So I got to think about, I think about it. When they built Social Security, they really wasn't thinking that we were going to be on this thing until we were 100. So meaning that you work till you 65 and then you live another 30 years after that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So they weren't expecting you to live another 30 years and still have to pay.
You know
Okay.
what the average lifespan was when they started Social Security?
What was that?
The average lifespan was, men was around about 45 or younger, even age 34 or 40, but they were dying younger. So the government figured out, hey, we can give, start the Social Security benefit. They either won't get it because they'll die young, or when they do get it, they'll die within 5 years.
Right. Within 5 years
Yeah.
after you got it, you were going to pass
After you
away.
got it, you passed away. And
You
now
passed
people
away.
living longer,
Right.
and now they want to use our Social Security for their benefits, the
That's right.
government.
So if we keep this up, if we keep it up, the cycle is going to be a lot. They're going to keep moving that age because they don't have the money to pay all the people that's living this long. So again, I'm going to bring up my grandmother because my grandmother was on Social Security much longer than she worked, you know? So she continued to pull that money until she was what, 90 some years old, 95, 97. I can't remember how old grandma was when she passed, but she continued to be on Social Security all of that time. And so the rest of us, same thing. Here we are working, hopefully, or maybe not, self employed, but we ain't paying in. We got to pay in. And the young right now, the younger, are not working. They're not going into those jobs. They're not paying into Social Security. So how long do you think the government is going to be able to handle the payments out to those of us that are 65? I'm not there yet, but I'm already saying that it may not even be there when I get 65.
It's
Okay.
estimated by 2035 that the Social Security benefit plans will be depleted. That's by 2035. That's around the corner.
That is definitely around the corner because I
Yeah.
know in 2030, 30% of Americans will be over the age of 55. That's senior
Mm.
citizen, y'all. That's what they call senior citizen. So as you guys see, and I know I'm probably going off into something else right now, but it's something I was working with senior citizens, the Senior Citizens Association. As you all see them building homes, they're building a lot of stuff centered around senior living. So not only are they the private senior facilities, but now there are, when you see like around the corner from me in off of President Street and Pennsylvania Avenue, they built a whole senior complex over there for just seniors. And so America and the businesses are centered around two things: babies and seniors. That is increasing.
Mm-hmm.
You're having more people going into um, what's that? Senior living, or going into those types of businesses where they're housing more seniors in their homes because uh, again, people are living longer. They're not passing away when they're sick. They end up just not being able to do as many of their activities of daily living. So there are more facilities. So, and that business is increasing every single day.
Ooh.
Okay. So, again, as we continue to think about, if Americans keep living like we are, and they're already saying that Social Security could be depleted, then I think about my 25-year-old. He will definitely not be receiving any type of Social Security. So, where is his retirement going to come from? What is that going to look like for him in the near future? He's just going to have to work. Nobody has an answer for that right now, but that's what we're looking at. And don't let me
Mm.
even start talking about some other stuff. But that's what we're looking at. Where our government is not really prepared for all of us living as long as we are. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Not supposed to, was not designed to support a person for another 30 years. It's not designed for them to support a person for another 30 years. It was not. So,
No.
and on top of that, then comes, your Medicare. So all of that's coming out of the same pot. Your Social Security is one pot, and then you have your Medicare and your Medicaid coming out of another pot.
Another part.
And if you all aren't working, if the young are not working, then that money is not being built anymore. And we can go into when we talk about that Medicare side. When we talk about that Medicare side, when you talk about that Medicare side, that's why the Medicare Advantage plans are coming in. They're trying to take away um, some of the hurt in Medicare.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So remember, when a person is just on original Medicare flow, when they're just on original Medicare, the
Right.
government, that same pot, is paying for your care. All right. So the Social Security, that money that you're taking out of your paycheck when you're getting paid, is going into a pot. Now you're on
Right.
original Medicare. And every time you get sick, Medicare pays 80%. So it comes out of that pot. And you're responsible for 20. Well, how can, if grandma keep going in the hospital and we have these $100,000 bills that Medicare is paying $80,000 for that sickness that she had, how many more people are like that? And that's the same pot that people that are on Medicaid, that doesn't have any insurance, coming out of. So when they
Mm-hmm.
put in these Medicare Advantage plans, and remember, in a Medicare Advantage plan, the government pays that premium for you every single month to the insurance company. So it's better for them to have the insurance company do what the insurance company do. And Medicare pays, let's say they pay $1,000 a month for your care. So it's better for them to pay $12,000 a year than for you to get sick one time and pay 80% of a hospital bill. You
True.
see? So now let the insurance company pay the doctors and so forth like they've been doing, and let us reserve some of that money that we need to take care of, or make promise that we've promised to pay people when they are taking their retirement. You see?
Mm-hmm.
But if we keep doing what we're doing, it's going to be a real mess, you know? And so we have folks that talk bad about Medicare Advantage plans and Medicare and so forth, but you got to look at, why was it put in place? And it was put in place because it's got to save that pot of money for those of us way over, Terrell Dickerson, I'm talking to you. For those of us way, when we get ready to get 65, and our clients that are there and those that's coming along that need to get on it, those folks, we're all going to live for a long time. And we got to save that pot of money so that we can pull that Social Security a little bit. All right. So people talk bad about the Medicare Advantage plans, but they're doing what they need to do as an insurance company. They're paying the bills for Medicare. If you keep pulling out of that Medicare pot every time that you're sick, that money's not going to be there for our children. It
Just
is not.
like the government would prefer to pay for preventive medicine than to have to pay for someone actually going to the hospital, or someone, getting sick. Preventive medicine, they would pour money into preventive because it's a whole lot cheaper for the government to prepare a person for that than to have to take care of someone who's sick for a lifetime. But let me tell
Absolutely.
you something on the benefits for the divorced spouse. I just found the information.
Okay.
So your divorced spouse can get benefits on your Social Security record if the marriage lasted at least 10 years. Your divorced spouse must be 62 or older and unmarried, so they can't remarry. The benefits they get don't affect the amount you or your current spouse can get. Also, your former spouse can get benefits even if you haven't started to receive retirement benefits. So you both must be at least 62 and divorced at least 2 years. Okay.
Okay.
So there you go. If you've been married for 10 years and if you've been married for 10 years, divorced for two, at least 62 years of age, you can apply for partial of your spouse's Social Security. Now, how do you sign up for Social Security? You can apply for retirement benefits online at www.ssa.gov, or you can call their toll-free number or you can contact the local Social Security office. Now, depending on your circumstances, you'll need some or all the documents listed below: your Social Security number, your birth certificate, your W 2 forms or self employment tax return for the last year. They don't go 2 years, at least one last year. Your military discharge papers if you had military service, your spouse's birth certificate and social security number if they are applying for benefits, um, your children's birth certificates and social security number if you're applying for children's benefits, proof of U.S. citizenship or lawful alien status if you or your spouse or child applying for benefits were not born in the United States, and the name of your financial institution, the routing number, and your account number for direct deposit, because they don't mail checks anymore. If you don't have an account at a financial institution or prefer getting your benefits on a prepaid card, you can get a direct express card. And for more information, you go to www.godirect.org. So that's how you apply. Um, and you have, just make sure that, before you get um, 65 or whatever age you're going to retire, make sure you have all documents in place and ready to go ahead and do what you want to do. So it's great information on these sites. Like I said, we're not like, this information not privy to us. We just bring it to you on this show right here. But you have access to so much information. We're a microwave society now. We want everything instant, instant, instant. And there it is. You can Google it, Bing it, however you want to get it, you Google it, whatever. It's there for you. Just
Right.
look for the information.
Very good.
Yeah.
So, what did you decide after you found out all that information flow? What did you make? What's your decision?
I thought about it. I was going to go ahead and apply like yesterday. And then I thought about it. I said, heck, I'm making too much money. They'll hold back my Social Security. So I'll wait until 66 and 10
10
months. Yeah,
six.
I'll wait till that time. Just go ahead. Because I just totally forgot about it. I did not even think about when I turned 62 until just last week. And I said, dang, I think I could get my Social Security. So, because you have, when you have everything in place and money's coming in, money's not a worry for you. You
Right.
don't think about those things that the government, you can get from the government. It's not on your brain too much. But
That's
I think I'll just wait. I might as well wait, because that way I can work as much as and I'm a workaholic anyway. I love to work. My daughter always tell me that I love to work.
so.
So I'll just wait.
So I heard you say that if you take your Social Security early, then they tell you how much you can work. So go back through that. Did they say how
Okay,
many
the
hours,
workers.
or it's amount? It's an amount, or what?
Okay, so when you start affects how much you get. Everyone's decision about when to start receiving benefit is different. Say that your monthly benefit at a full retirement age of 66 is $1,000. Starting retirement benefits early at 62 or late at 70 can mean the difference between 750 and $1,320 a month. So I'm going to take a look at what you will be penalized. See if I can find that. If you're working while getting benefits. Now, if you're working while you're getting benefits, if you get retirement benefits but want to continue to work, you can. However, depending on how much you can earn before full retirement age, we might temporarily withhold all or some of your benefit amount. When you reach full retirement age, we will recalculate your benefit amount to give you credit for the months we reduced or withheld benefits due to your excessive earnings. Any earnings after you reach your full retirement age won't reduce your benefits. Now, I'm going to go to this page here, which is www.ssa.gov/pubs/en -05-10069. And it will tell me, I think it will tell me the amount that you can work, um, how much money you can actually, I think it has it on this page.
Pam said everyone that she's met that took their Social Security early regret it. They regret it now.
Yeah, okay. So if you were born January 2nd, 1960 or later, then your full retirement age for retirement insurance is 67. Now, this is how, if you're younger than full retirement age during all of 2022, we must deduct, damn, a dollar from your benefits for each $2 you earn above 19,560. So, y'all get that? So if you work and are full retirement age or older, you may keep all of your benefits no matter how much you earn. If you're younger than full retirement age, there is a limit to how much you can earn and still receive full security benefits. So if you're younger than full retirement age during all of 2022, we must deduct $1. So they will actually be taking a dollar from my benefits for each $2 that I earn above 19,560. So I can only make in 2022 19,560. If I make any more money over that, for every dollar, for
So
every
19,560.
every $2 I earn, they're gonna take a dollar.
So 19,560 is a number.
Right. That is if you were born at 1960 or later. Now, if
So
you reach
that means that you can't make more than $1,630 a month.
right,
$1,630 a month. So, hey, sometimes that's one policy, one life insurance policy.
oh
Shoot.
yeah, wow.
What?
Now,
Okay.
if you reach full retirement age during 2022, we must deduct $1 from your benefits for each $3 you earn above 51,960 until the month you reach full retirement age. Wow.
Okay. That sounded a lot more. What was that now?
If you reach full retirement age during 2022,
Okay.
we must deduct $1 from your benefits for each $3 you earn above 51,960 until the month you reach full retirement age.
Okay.
So
Oh,
they give a few examples here.
yes. Go
These
ahead.
examples show how the rules would affect. Let's say that you filed for Social Security benefits at age 62 in January 2022, and your payment would be $600 per month. That's $7,200 for the year. Now, during 2022, you plan to work and earn 23,960, which is 4360 above the 19,560 limit. So we would withhold $2,180 of your Social Security benefits, which is $1 for every $2 you earn over the limit. To do this, we would withhold all benefit payments from January 2022 through April 2022. Now, beginning in May 2022, you will receive your $600 benefit, and this amount will be paid to you each month for the remainder of the year. So in 2023, we will pay you the additional 380 we withheld in April of 2022. Wow.
Well, mm,
So that 4,000, you made 4,360. So of
right.
that 4,360, because it's above the 560, for every $2 you make, they'll take a dollar. So they'll take one half of that. They're going to withhold $2,180 of their Social Security benefits. Okay. So that's out of that 7,200 that you will make for the year, they're going to hold back $2,180 because you worked, you made 4,360 over the 19,560.
Well, people complain so much, you would think it's a whole lot more money than that. But I guess
But
when
I'm
you're
telling you like this, when someone's on a fixed budget and
yes,
that's all they have coming in, that's a fixed income, and that's all they coming in, they probably would complain because
yeah,
they're trying to go out there and make more money to
right.
survive, but then the government penalized them because they're trying to do better and make more. But what the government does is this, you look at it this way. because you're working, you're contributing back into your Social Security. So if you're
Right,
working somewhere, you're contributing back into your Social Security. So that
right,
is going to increase your Social Security when you start back.
right.
They're
So
going to
that's
give your money back to you.
it's not going to get your money back. It's just going to be a
Yeah,
little bit later. And
yeah,
you're working a job, but some people, they really need to do the calculation. I think they let the first shock when that money comes out because they
yeah.
take it out in a lump sum and scare them to death. But if they keep living and keep working and get your you can still pull a decent salary. You know what I mean? Decent money at early retirement if you're still going to work. But
Hmm.
anyway, it's all interesting. We hope that you all have gained something from this Social Security talk because Social Security is in front of us for those of us that have not begun to touch it yet. And for those of you that have, congratulations that you are pulling your Social Security and that you may pull it until you are 121 years old. But
The
we,
longer you live, the more you get it.
yeah.
You're all. That's one thing about Social Security is it's a guaranteed income till you die.
That's right. And so, as
So
long as we
work,
keep
work,
them young
work.
people working, gotta keep them young people working though, for all of us
Yeah.
to be able to get it. So that's what we want to do. I mean, Flo, that was great that you're investigating and being prepared for
And diligent, got to.
that
Part
the
of financial
upcoming years
education,
of our
learning.
lives.
So you
Yeah.
want to close us out, Tanya?
It's that time, huh? Well, we
Yeah.
thank you all for joining us today. My friends Terrell and Pamela Jones, thanks for always keeping it interesting and sharing some information on what you all are doing too. But Flo, those are also Dynamite insurance agents that are on the line with us today, and they are
Wow.
spreading a message to their clients and to others every day in reference to life insurance, Medicare, and everything else. So I am sure that they learned something and they can teach us something too. So thanks
And
everyone.
we, you know what, Tanya, we still got 3 minutes. I want to share something else. We still got 3 minutes. I was looking at the wrong clock. I was looking at the wrong clock.
All right, go ahead, Flo.
Was one other thing. Be Medicare ready. Because we did talk about the Medicare.
Yeah, we talked about the Medicare because y'all need to stop talking about the Medicare bad because this thing is real. And they need to stop complaining about those commercials because y'all don't read. If y'all would read and get
You
those
better be
benefits,
glad that those commercials are on there.
you better be glad those commercials on there. Just stick with your agent. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to do.
Hmm.
Go ahead.
All right, Tanya, I'm gonna put this up. I'm gonna copy this. If you can put this ticker up, um, it's about Medicare basically. For additional information, visit our publication Medicare. It's a long one, but um, it's worth putting it up there. But if you are at retirement age, or if you're 65, you're hitting 65, crucial dates that you need to know, remember, and Tanya has touched base on this, and we touched base on this so many times. You have 3 months before your 65th birthday, 3 months prior, the month of your birthday, birth year, birth month, 3 months after your birth month. That's like 7 months, right? 3 months before, the month of, 3 months after. If you decide to file for Medicare the day after that third month, you're too late and you're going to be penalized. And that penalty lasts for the life of your Medicare benefits. So
Absolutely.
that's crucial to remember, to understand. 3 months before, the month of, 3 months at the third, 3 months after your birthday. Those are the months that you have to apply for your Medicare and get everything in place. That's enough time, but people
Wait.
forget. And like Tanya said, be happy for those commercials. They may be bombarding you just like the warranty for your car. I get those things every day. I mean, they're
Yeah.
relentless. But
Absolutely.
those commercials are there for a purpose, and the government's doing their part basically to make sure you are informed. And it's up to you to do the research. So you can choose whatever company you want to, but it's up to you to do the research. So close it out again.
All right. Well, we thank everyone for being with us today. We look forward to being back with you on next Friday at 1 o'clock. So join us for a late lunch as we talk about things and your finances and making sure that we get things better in 2022. You know, we can't play with it. You'll find us on all things relevant media. You'll find us on Facebook and on YouTube. So we ask that you look at the show later on, click, like, keep things going. We will be back next week with our other co host, Mr. Anthony Murray. So, Flo, thank you for sharing your information today. And we thank all of you again for joining us. And we will see you next week.
All right, good trying.